Test, test. Okay. Let's check Discord input. Good. Might have to turn down the in-game sound a little. I like that is gonna be good. Hmm. So, Limey, are you in voice chat? You have to unmute yourself, I think. Or maybe I have to. Wait a minute. Alright, let's go. So, we have Shroom Tech, that's gonna be interesting. What did Limey say? Alright, that's okay. Let's check the positions. Milo into silver again, so that's not gonna be easy lives. And Vo gets sent from Hidden, who can also send really aggressive. And Pokebunny, of course, into Hidden. That's gonna be a real tough spot for Hidden, I think. So what are your guys' predictions? Coffee Ninja says Vo, then Milo, then Pokey, then Silver, then Sweet Potato, then Hidden. Alright, I'll make mine. We also have to consider it's a bit of a unusual tech. So, it's really hard to say for me. I would have to guess completely at this point. So let's do, I think Vo is a good first into Pokebunny. Nah, probably into Silver. Into, let's say Sweet Potato. Into Pokebunny. Into, yeah, Hidden. That's my prediction, but really I don't feel sure about it. It could be anything. Did I forget somebody? Vo, Silver, Sweet Potato, Pokeball. Oh, and Milo, of course. I think Milo between Silver and Sweet Potato. Okay, now let's focus on the game. Pokebunny always has like just the tiny few bits of archers in the very back to catch up on things like the wolf here, and he builds a bit further up in the middle. He likes doing this kind of stuff. And all of the others building in the back. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Sweet potato might also die very early. And I think Pokemon is going to go real hard on Hidden. That's why it's going to be hard for him. Because we all know what Pokemon is capable of. Hmm. So the most threatening wave is a Spider Wave from Hidden into Vo's maze so far. So some of the early aggression from Hidden. But Hidden has the most maze value. And Vo has very little maze value. The least actually, which is surprising. So he must be doing a good job with his low budget hold here. Hmm. Amy loves this tech. I think it's interesting, but very hard to play. I also wouldn't know out of the blue what the first go-to upgrade is, except for Icicle first, of course. But after that, not sure. Uh, some grunts coming in from Silver into Pokebunny, but also grunts from Pokebunny into Hidden. The others are chilling a bit on their scents, so let's focus on those two. Silver Sand into Pokebunny. Yeah, it's free splashers that's gonna hold pretty much everything. Also, they have a nice position here. Yeah, that's true. Coffee Ninja says it. Well, we have a slight error from Silver on top. So it's actually a committed send from Silver. Even though splashers are very good at this stage, it's really good. His income not looking too well, but Pokebunny, he has to... Oh, that was a very nice defense. Just lost one life. But Silver wanted to achieve something there, I feel like. The send looked not like your regular income spam, even when it's not so good at this point. We see from Hidden something, and then we see from Sweet Potato a big air send into Silver, who is doing like 5 Holy Flies, which will hold this easy peasy. So yeah, it's the tier 1 with this tech is super easy. You have the splashers that are best against grunts, and you have the flies for the air. Just the mud golems could be a bit annoying, but not too much either. The splashers are not doing too bad against those. It looks like Sweet Potato is income capping Vo. No, not so much. Oh yes, he is really hurt him income capping Vo. So that's hurting his income a little. Let's see how it looks like with Milo. Not so much. Hidden could leak, he says. Oh yes, that's Pokebunny's committed send. He's gonna give 2 air on top of it. And Hidden has 0 light flies, which might cost him. Ah, Pokebunny even brings the Rot Golem. I think Pokebunny wants to adapt because he sees Hidden has like a 1k Bombard Tower. So now Rot Golem and more Rot Golem into double air might be really good now. Yeah. And Hidden is doing a good job staying up with income. And now Pokebunny brings a big air send and does emergency rebuild. So hidden emergency rebuild, so Pokebunny should reroute. Also, I would have loved for Pokebunny to break up this spot and stream in some nights. Okay, let's see. I think Hidden will hold everything, but he's definitely down in income. This was not so easy to hold. And no reroute here, so that's good. And then we have Pokebunny himself holding the similar send from Silver, who also sent in some Rod Columns. Let's check for the others. I don't think they traded too many lives. So even though this tech is good in the early stages, I think Pokebunny and Silver are both actually making the right call, because the Rod Golems are pretty good against this tech. even when they might not be as income efficient. They hurt whomever you're sending to arguably enough. Income-wise, Vo is in front considerably. I suppose he has been income spamming like a madman and even beyond. But he was also supply capped, wasn't that it? So Sweet Potato is actually doing the right thing, but it's not working. Well, it's just spamming even harder. Pokebunny with a lot of knights going deep, but they're gonna get cleaned up. Now what do we have here? Oh, also a big knight sent from Silver. That's nice. And that looks like a reroute. Oh, we also have the trolls behind it. I like it around this stage, if you throw some trolls. And then just one Wind Rider on top. That's a hard send into Poke, so Silver is not giving him an easy job. Leaking some of the Wind Riders and maybe some trolls. How about maybe one? Oh, that's gonna be close. Even more. That was pretty good. Yeah, that's like the caster curse whenever you make live predictions, Slimy, and then the exact opposite happens. Or happens to anybody. Now we have a big send into Vo with the Wind Riders, and down here at Silver we have the Void Walkers from Milo. Milo also always likes the Void Walker send, and it's also really good here because of the many archers. Yeah, I didn't check up on all of them, I must say. But the Wind Riders looked really good on the Shroom tech. Now what do we have here? Hidden income spamming hard into Vo. Hidden has been income spamming pretty hard. I don't think so actually, because Vo has the most mace value. So it's just hard to catch up on everything. Now Milo stealing from Silver. What was that? Oh, Pokebunny calling the reroute. What do we have here? Just some Vengeful Spirits. Making it very deep. Pokebunny has managed to stay on low mace value for a long time. Also Milo. They're looking pretty good in income, but actually the income is very close. All are within a range of like 3k or maybe 10% income. That's very, very close. I did not think that for this tech, even though the early stages are simple. Now it's gonna be the interesting stage where we have the Wind Riders and the combination with the Void Walkers, of course. So Silver is really giving Pokebunny a hard send here, even with the Sea Turtles behind it. Oh, Pokemon is feeling the pressure. And Hidden is doing really well. He's also eating hard aggro from Pokebunny, but I think he's reacting to it right. Yeah, that's gonna be hard for Pokebunny. He might not be able to sustain his aggression now. And that means Hidden might be pumping more aggro into Vo, which he absolutely can. Now we have some Wind Riders on top of Sea Turtles from Hidden. I don't think they're doing too much, but I must say the Wind Riders got through all of those Berserkers really good. Even though they die now, because the Water Elemental, the 10k, is very strong against Wind Riders. Also not so bad against Turtles. Those will still do you a good job. Only after that you are going to struggle with this tech. What do we have here? Another Sea Turtles? Yeah, there's a lot of Sea Turtle sends. Ooh, Silver Sand are looking delicate, I must say. He's making a hard time for Pokebunny. Meanwhile, Vo is sending somewhat hard into Sweet Potato. Here we also have like the nice lineup, and he might give him air on top here, but I don't think it's going to be super committed. This one here is much more interesting to follow. silver into Pokebunny. Who is sending into silver again? Oh, Milo. Milo might be making it easy for silver. Also income spamming a lot. Which means silver can focus on Pokebunny. Yeah, Milo is chill game, that's true. Lowest on mace value and pretty much holding well because we know that silver doesn't leak much. What do we have here? Oh, did I just say silver doesn't leak much? Well, he sure leaks now, but not too much. I think he leaked some, didn't he? But not too much. What do we have now? First Banshees. Those are of course very easily held by the shrooms, but whatever comes behind might go through. So we see more turtle focused Sands in this tech because there is like no native siege damage. So people go for an artillery tower, or many of them do, like an ultimate artillery tower in the middle, or just a bunch of them. Oh, that's gonna look hard into Milo now from Sweet Potato. So Sweet Potato has awakened his aggression. Oh, Woe tagged for crystals. Yeah, that's also the first tech I would do. Woe just made it very early. And yeah, it's probably good to hold the kobolds, but I think that's a very early tech from Woe. He might fall back in income a bit because of that. That was very, very early. Usually you go at like 200k income into the tech, but we don't know how hard Hidden pressured him, I didn't see. I need to switch a bit faster between the players. This looks like he wants to achieve something, or no? So Silver is sending now the kobolds into Poke. Poke goes Tide Lurker first. I think that's also very potent because it's just 50k away. Actually, this might be one of the rare attack paths where it makes sense to go water like the Tide Lurker and the Crystal as slow in the early stages of tier 3. We see tanks from Pokebunny into Hidden, which is held because Hidden can do it with the 10k splashers, but mass tanks Pokebunny Hidden could not hold. If Pokebunny grieved hard now, he might break it. But of course, that's not what he wants to do. He still wants his chances intact. Woe stealing from Sweet Potato something. Ah, this doesn't look too hard. Again, kobolds from Silver. Silver is income spamming a bit less than the other players in general, and always seems to send more with precision. Even though he doesn't save up or anything. And I think that's really hard for the defender. Jason, sometimes you have to just digest the game a little. Um, so Hidden has stabilized it now, but his income hurt a little, just like Pokebunnies. Now, Silver is getting deep into Pokebunny again with Kobolds and Crypt Fiends behind. That's very smart, especially when Pokebunny goes for the Abyss Stalker first. The Kobolds and the Crypt Fiends are very good. Oh, Pokebunny might be dead soon. Down to 4. And Hidden holding well. Yep, Silver will start to lag. I can also feel it. I have a similar computer to Silver. You can say when my FPS drops, you know that Silver's FPS are dropping as well. And mine are already at like 10. Yeah, 50 FPS is not what I consider an FPS drop. I wouldn't even notice. Okay, so Silver sending big. That's the thing, when Silver's FPS drops, he focuses even more on the sending. So, oh, that's GG for Pokebunny. Nice, nice. Yeah, the old master having to catch up with the new in-house players here. Well, new, these are all old names, of course, but people who kept playing always. Now Milo is doing a big send into silver as soon as Pokebunny drops out. I also had the same experience when I played like 2 games ago. I was able to throw Chris out, I think, and somebody, maybe Vo, was sending into me. And as soon as Chris was gone, then all of a sudden my sender changed his plan completely and went super hard into me. And this is what we might see from Milo now into silver, who's a bit late in getting the Storm Commanders up, but those are being cleared out nicely. All of the crystals are doing a great job, of course. The Wendigo are all on 0 armor, and also the Crypt Fiends are just getting drained. Sweet Potato in trouble, I hear. Let's check. So Sweet Potato went for Jaina. That's a bit unorthodox. But once you go Crystal, you have her accessible quickly, so you might be tempted. She's actually not that bad in tier 3 for making holds. They just look very weird and it's hard to estimate. But this many Wendigos you cannot hold with Jaina. You need some addition to that. Magic damage is super trash against fortified armor. Yeah, Sweet Potato might be almost dead after this. Those Wendigo, and also with the Griffins on top. But the Griffins are not the problem. The problem are Sweet Potato has nothing to deal with the Wendigos. So now he's down to 4 lives, and now it's GG for him. Okay, interesting. Hidden still fighting strong, I must say. Going really well. And also his mace looks ready, so that's a good game for him. Ready and not too overspent. Now what do we see from Vo into Milo? We see the same thing that he used to throw at Sweet Potato, just with some A-bombs behind it. But I'm afraid it might be too late at this point, because Milo has his mace fully, how do I say? It's completely equipped with Orb Keepers and slow together. So that means all of pre-Behemoth and Chaos Warden is going to die. Oh, that's a huge leak into Hidden now. Uh-oh, he might not have the right mix still. Well, mainly he just would need Orb Keeper and slow. I think Hidden doesn't have slow. Wow, he has 2 liches, but that's too little slow. Even with the Ice Discs, I think. I like how Vo does it. That's enough. Even though it's not, it looks like less than Hidden, but in the key areas he's got like a good slow. Perhaps Hidden is also not pressuring him as hard as Silver does. Milo looks super ready, he's on 7 million mace value, so he must have been eating a hard tier 3 from Vo, but he also held it somewhat down to 27 lives. So now at this point Vo is in the pole position, and after that Silver probably. Let's see how those end tier 3 sends go. That's some A-bombs that Vo leaks. That's more than 10 lives. It's 17 lives. That was a bit unnecessary, and also due to not enough slow coverage. Not a single disc has been transformed. That's a pity. I don't like seeing that maze so much at this stage, I must tell you. Let's see. Hidden has changed the maze shape now for the longer arm. I think Vo will keep it like that. Sorry, I mean Milo has changed the maze shape. Hidden, of course, also keeps it so far. I'm not sure. Silver is patching up his front. Hidden still has it open, and so does Vo, and so does Milo. Let's see, how far are we away? I don't see the timer. I don't know how far we are in yet, but I suppose very close. Maybe 1 minute 30 to sudden death. But still people not covering their front. Yeah, Vo is trying to carry it home from here with the income. And Hidden is giving him a very good scent. Some behemoths first, some A-bombs behind. Still not enough slow. But tons of Gravedigger. The Gravedigger will save him the day. At this stage they're really good. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, they are mostly income spamming now. And Vo is further increasing his income lead, I think. And with 9 million base value, it's not going to be dangerous for him anymore. But Hidden might be throwing a huge send now. Yes, yes, yes. This is the pre-sudden death shredder send from Hidden into Vo, which can be absolutely fatal. I also like this, by the way. It's like a secret technique which you can use if you are in a spot where you know you make it to sudden death, but your income is too bad to be winner. You can charge up extremely hard right before sudden death and basically give a light sudden death send, which almost no mace can hold at this point. But Vo looks really nicely prepared. I don't think the things are going to go too deep. Yeah. Maybe leak some behemoths, but not much more. Huh? Vo up to 13 million mace value, so he correctly identified the threat. Once he saw Kodo and Shredder, he knew what's up. And now the advantage for Vo is, not only does he have the most income, but also his mace was already tested really, really hard, which means it is most likely ready for the Shredder send already. Yeah, the only thing he still needs now is the Gravediggers. Let's check the others. So the Hidden's front is not covered, and neither is Milo's. So only the ones from Silver and Vo are covered, and I think that's indicative of how the assessment of the players themselves is. So Vo and Silver are still playing for the win, I think. We see a big send from Hidden right into Vo now. So after the first big send, Hidden gives him the second big early send. But the thing is, Vo was already super prepared after the first one, so he's likely going to be ready for the second one too. Even having the Devourers already. What do we see from Milo? Milo also sending, but I don't think it's going too deep into Silver's maze. So Vo and Silver have their mazes fully prepared, I would say. Milo has it maybe 95% prepared. It's also a little less maze value when you have this itch here. like the one horizontal line instead of 4 vertical lines. And hidden doesn't look too prepared. A lot of frost, a lot of hurricane still, which are really good against holding the worm, but not so good against the full shredder scent. I think silver should do the full shredder scent now. But his sudden death scent the last time didn't look too good. Maybe break, uh, maybe try to break here and then here. That would be pretty good. The Huntress is not so good, especially not when you have the longer when you have the longer path like that. They lose Divine Shield too fast. I don't like this scent from silver. Woe is stealing from Milo here, let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty deep. But also the HP of the Shredders are super low. So Woe stealing very good from Milo here. He might be dead. Yes, he's dead. GG. Very nice steals from Woe. How is it looking for silver? It's going to turn into silver. I think Woe is destined to take it, and hidden might actually take second. Oh, unless silver gives him an actual good scent now, and this scent looks much better than the ones before. Maybe could do a little late here, but this scent looks like it's gonna go deep. Not so much of a composition from hidden here, just tons of Gravedigger, and now he gets some Titan Vault, but those are too late. Hidden's mace value looks really high, but I don't think this mace is in its final form. Yep, hidden out, but he made it to an honorable third, with Pokebunny sending into him. That's impressive. And now it's gonna be Woe versus Silver, and I'm pretty sure Woe will take it from here. But also Silver making it second is really good. Now Silver going for the Phoenix. I think it's the correct call. He's got a lot of lives and little income, so Phoenix is the play here. Trying to open up this breach. Okay, that might still be in reach of the Holy Discs, a bit further down, might not. I don't like how he stays here. I would like to see him break this, honestly. And then just stream A-bombs right through. Okay, now Silver wants to keep the gap open like that. And after that, okay, Woe adding a lot of glyph now. That's the least he has to do. So this might be enough attackers for Silver, so that he can send in the full Shredder scent. Yes, yes. How much gold does Silver have? Nah, that's too little gold. Silver would need to charge up one income round more, I think. His send is too little. He should start sending now, maybe, and keep like one MG there to keep the hole open, and then his send would have been more potent. But like that, it's going to die. And at the same time, Silver has an empty mace. Woe is sending a little bit. It seems like Woe is feeling the pressure. That send doesn't look too pretty from him. Which makes sense, of course, because he has to focus on his mace all of the time, or else Silver is going to drop it. Silver is doing a great job, actually. All of a sudden, his sudden death sense looks great. That was really good. He does the right thing. He keeps the hole open and then gives him a real scent. I would have just liked it to start a little later, but in theory, he's doing everything good. Because like that Woe... Oh, now Woe realized it. He had to switch gear and focus a bit more on the offense himself, because he still has the income lead after all. So as long as Woe can give it a good scent, he should be able to hold. Yeah, now it's looking better for Woe again, but it's a real back and forth, because Silver couldn't commit to keeping the hole open, and now it's easy hold again for Woe. And Silver on the other side leaking quite a bit. But Silver sure made him work for that money until the last second. The Phoenix were super dangerous and pretty well executed. And that's gonna be game anytime soon. Hmm. Yes, GG Silver, GG everybody. Well played, Vo. Nice game. I will stop the stream quickly, but see you soon next game.